All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Ultimate Football Talk. I'm Dean.
Well, it's not Ultimate Football Talk. Unspectacular Football Talk.
Well, after this week, it could be the Ultimate Edition.
Maybe it is ultimate to somebody. But yeah, and I'm still Ray.
And I'm still Dean.
We're just going to talk about football like we usually do in either unspectacular or ultimate fashion. There's some words.
We'll start with the ultimate fashion.
Yeah, the ultimate fashion. There's some words on my screen here that say some stuff about Drew Brees breaking the yardage record. Did you watch that?
I did watch that.
Monday night.
It was a Monday night game, and he certainly broke the record on spectacular fashion by knocking down a 62-yard touchdown pass.
Pretty nice. I mean, Drew Brees, obviously, even, I don't know anybody who hates Drew Brees. I'm sure there may be some disgruntled Panthers or Bucks or Falcons fans who get
possibly
sick.
That Eagle fan we just watched.
Yeah, maybe. I get sick of seeing Drew Brees beat them sometimes, but I don't think they necessarily have ill will towards him.
No.
I know it's been overplayed and gets talked about a lot, but you had the Katrina stuff, and then them winning the Super Bowl after that, and Drew Brees is just like such a part of the community down there. He'll go to bars and hang out with people. He'll help charity work, community stuff. Like, the guy is by all means a way better person than probably us multiplied by each other.
Oh yeah.
So
it wasn't hard.
Yeah, well, exactly. The bar is very low, but Drew Brees has set it high, and he had touching things to say too with his kids and stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was very.
Again, just a good dude, and even if he doesn't win a Super Bowl this year ever again, it's cool that he got to win one and prove people wrong.
Yeah, just the fact that he brought one to New Orleans and stuff. So
and just his size and the shoulder surgery, and barely getting recruited into college, and nobody wanting him after the shoulder injury and all that stuff. And all I'm saying is, there's a lot of quarterbacks that I hate too. Maybe not necessarily as people, but I get sick of them. But I never get sick of seeing Drew Brees sling the ball, man. And his time's coming. He's getting up there. But good for him breaking these records.
I don't know if you read there was an ESPN article on alternative universe. If Drew Brees wouldn't have signed with New Orleans or wouldn't have gotten hurt, it was a pretty good read if you get a chance to.
Okay. Well, I will. I saw it, but I didn't read it.
It's a good article.
I can't read that well.
You can read just fine.
The next one there, Atlanta still no defense. Atlanta still no defense. What's going on there?
I've been trying to figure it out. Every week you think they could possibly show up. They should do a little something more. That this can't be the way that this team is gonna be. Yeah, that's appears that this is exactly who they thought they were, or who we thought they were.
Yeah, it's still very strange with those offensive weapons. They should be able to stay in every game. And Steelers' defense is decent, I'm sure, but nothing that great.
Not that great.
I don't know what else there is to say about that, other than it already seems like Atlanta's season may be over.
Maybe over, it's true.
Next topic there, Dean's boys, the Houston Texans.
Woo! Going to the bowl, baby, going to the bowl.
Beating the other boys, the Cowboys. Now, I will say...
Repeat! Oh, maybe they still got to win it
Repeat! There is a real shot for Houston now. In the AFC South.
Being that nobody's
running away with it, and everybody really, realistically,
it's packed.
What's that?
It's packed.
Yeah, well, it is, and realistically, any team is capable of still winning their division at this point. Nobody other than I would say you got your Rams and your Rams and your Chiefs. Probably just the way that they're playing, obviously mathematically still possible, but
still early, especially when you look at the Chiefs. I believe they started out 5 or 6-0 last year.
You're right.
Did not finish well.
No, but I'm just saying the Texans. I know you picked them as a wild card, you wanted them to be the Super Bowl representative for the AFC. That could happen.
Possible. They're turning. And then Deshaun Watson certainly looked a lot better. Looked very comfortable in the pocket.
He looks good, and the Cowboys on paper.
Took some stupid hits.
Well, I think a lot of the young guys do that, but you would think after
RG3.
Not only that, he did a lot of stupid stuff. Yeah. But you would think after being out for the season last year that maybe he would have learned from that, but I don't know.
Maybe he's trying to knock the rust off, or have
Yeah.
somebody knock the rust off for him. One of the
Yeah.
two. So.
Our next topic there, just wanted to mention.
Following it up, I'm on a
Yeah.
roll, baby. Here
We got-
comes Arizona.
I mean, what a week where the Cardinals won, the Browns won, the Lions won, the Jets won, and the Bills won.
Hold up. This just in. Hell is freezing over,
it's
ladies
getting
and
cold.
gentlemen. Hell
It's
is
getting
freezing
cold,
over.
ladies and gentlemen.
So.
Yeah, just unbelievable. I mean, Arizona looked good. Cleveland did not look very good, but they won. Detroit, surprisingly, shut down Aaron Rodgers, scored some points.
It made him look bad.
I watched that whole game.
Yeah, me too.
It was here. It was on here locally.
Yeah.
The Lions played well, and the Packers didn't see that coming.
No.
The Jets put up a ton of points. I forget who they put points up on. Jeez Louise.
Drawing a blank too.
I'll find out right now.
I do remember some nice
power
long
the
passes to Richie Anderson.
The Broncos, yeah.
Yeah, and you don't expect that.
Broncos have a decent defense.
Another team. Well, although most of the year so far, their defense has been showing up. Didn't show up this week.
Yep, and then Buffalo just doing exactly what they needed to do and getting a last-second field goal, much in the same way Cleveland did, but good for them. I know I mentioned this earlier, but Rams and Chiefs?
The best. Far and away. There's no two teams that have looked any better than those two and as consistent. I don't know if I'd go as, consistent as far as both of the teams should have better defenses. And, the Rams gave up 31 to the Seahawks, and the Chiefs have been giving up, a lot more points than they gave up this week. In the last couple of weeks, their defenses looked better and stuff. So, but
you're not going to hold the opposing team to 14 points or
this
less
is the
every week.
NFL. They're all about the parity.
All the rules and protecting the quarterbacks and stuff. And,
but as of right now, I think that's your. If we redid our picks now, I think that's where we go as both of our Super Bowl picks.
Yeah, there's no question who the best two teams are in the league right now.
At the moment, right
now.
That doesn't mean anything.
No. And then the Dolphins, man. The Dolphins being up 17-0 against the Bengals. Giving up 27 unanswered points. I think it's official that even at 3-2, the Dolphins are dead in the water.
Yeah,
Those are Dolphins.
Well, and I guess we're off the bandwagon.
But we weren't really ever on the Dolphins bandwagon.
Well, not really. I'd certainly be more on Cincinnati's bandwagon.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Showing a lot of heart, which is something they've really been questioned on over the years.
Yep. Red Rifle, man.
Yeah, he's the man.
Right now.
Gonna get on Andy Dalton's bandwagon. All three of us out there. So.
Yeah, you can be the president of his fan club.
Oh no, his wife would really get mad.
Yeah.
She's the only other one right now.
If she even watches him play, she might not even be a fan. She probably wears an AJ Green jersey.
Yeah, probably.
I just want to mention Antonio Brown. He's in the news right now. Obviously, he's been frustrated with some of his production and how the Steelers played, but they won last week in a blowout fashion. He had a couple touchdowns, but the reason why he's in the news is because apparently he's getting sued by somebody for throwing furniture off of his balcony.
Man has anger issues. What
Yeah,
can you say?
just kind of a strange story that I hadn't heard of, and he was quoted as saying, stuff about how he can't live a normal life and blah. Suggesting that if he wasn't a famous football player, that tossing furniture off of a balcony would be fine, and no one would know about it.
I know, I can't count the amount of times that I've went tossing furniture out of an apartment. Oh, wait, yeah, I can. It's zero. Sorry.
So now we have the bathtub bend to balcony toss Brown connection on Sundays.
Look for it, ladies and gentlemen.
When you guys and girls are out there watching your football.
But be careful. Be careful. You don't want it to land on you.
No, you don't. Odell Beckham Jr. had a monster day.
On and off the field. It's another guy that just can't seem to stop talking. Talk.
He loves to talk.
Oh, look at me. Oh, wait. Oh, no, don't look at me. And it's... Hey, the pass, the catches, great. You want to celebrate? Great. All for it. it's just all the damn talking about nonsense or stuff that should be kept in the locker room. Seriously.
Well, I think Sunday was a perfect. That's Odell Beckham Jr. in a nutshell, right? I mean, it's a perfect example of he threw a 57-yard touchdown.
Yes.
He caught 8 balls for like 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. So production on the field was outrageous. It's like, wow, this guy. And then on the exact same day, the interview comes out and he's talking to his boys in the locker room about, all the stuff that he said, criticizing his teammates, and it's just freaking bizarre that you can say that to when you're a reporter's. The game just ended. The reporter's asking you about it. You're hot. You're pissed off about losing a game or whatever. But this is a premeditated, hey, we're going to interview about, hey, Odell, would you like throwing all your teammates under the bus?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you know who you're talking to? Of course I do.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think Pat Shermer summed it up best in his post-game comment. Finito. Done. And
then I'll also mention the Pats beat the Colts for like the 30th time.
And
Andrew Luck had another game where he threw multiple interceptions. Can we finally all get together? I know this isn't the hottest of takes, but can we all finally put Andrew Luck to rest and put him to bed and just understand that the guy was hyped to be. He's going to be the next big thing. He's going to be the next Peyton Manning. He's going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And while, yes, he does put up elite-level numbers in terms of yardage and touchdowns at times, he also puts up Jeff George numbers of interceptions a lot. So
he can make a team better, which, yes, you want in your quarterback. But is he... Just look at the Monday night game. I mean, I can't even name the guy that Drew Brees threw the touchdown pass to break the record because I'd never heard of him before. But I mean, yes, he's got Alvin Kamara. Yes, he's got Mark Ingram. Those are two household names. He's got another good receiver. The name's escaping me off the top of my head and stuff. But still.
Thomas?
He does, Michael Thomas and stuff. He takes a ordinary team and makes them good, and he takes a good team and makes them great.
Well, again, that's what I'm saying is, Drew Brees is great. Drew Brees does have the games where he has an 85% completion percentage, 90% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 300, 400, 500 yards, and no picks. And totally shreds a team and basically wins the game. I mean, I wouldn't say by himself because the offensive line has to block and the receivers have to catch the ball.
And the defense did play good.
And that's the Saints. That's the potential that the Saints have. That's why I picked them to be. They were my NFC Super Bowl pick just because I just feel like they have the potential to be that good week in and week out, and you don't want to play them in New Orleans. Superdome be rocking, no doubt.
Yes.
But I'm sick of Andrew Luck. I have nothing against the guy. Again, much like hopefully Falcons and Bucks and Panthers fans against Drew Brees. I don't have anything against Andrew Luck. I hope he does well. I'd like to see him throw 4 touchdowns and no picks and have a good game and enjoy watching him play.
I like his investment commercials, with his little beard stuff. No.
But it's just...
I got a kick out.
But the guy just
easily entertained.
The guy just turns the ball over so many times. And maybe if he was playing in, 1992, it'd be like, wow, look at this guy. But he plays in 2018, and I'm sick of it. If people say, this is going to be on those shows where it's, hey, is Andrew Luck elite? No! He's not. He's above average, but he's not elite. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Drew Brees. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Peyton Manning. He's not close.
No.
Is my point.
Yes.
I don't know. What else you want to talk about? Anything?
I don't really have a lot. I'm just waiting for, now we're getting into the meat of the schedule. They've shaken off the rust. We're, past 4 games in. teams should really start to show who they are now,
Well,
or at least that's what I'm hoping.
Yes, and the exciting part is that pretty much every division, with the exception of maybe one or two, are wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of teams.
And you
only got 2 undefeated teams. You only have. Is there a winless team anymore? I think
Not anymore. No, the Cardinals were the last ones. So
there's no winless teams already.
And so if we got 4 rookie quarterbacks, going and starting to prove their stuff. People, I don't think even,
and they all look okay.
Yeah, there's potential. I don't think people necessarily fully comprehend that. This is only Patrick Mahomes' second year, only his 6th start. And the stuff that he's doing.
He did finally throw a couple picks.
He did. He faced some adversity and stuff, yet still wasn't close. Which is, hey, that's going to happen. You play that quarterback position. It's not always going to be, 300 yards, 6 touchdowns, everything else like that. Sometimes you're going to have a win ugly.
Yep.
And that's what they did and stuff. So, you got to like it and stuff. Good, exciting time to be watching. Khalil Mack, all the, good stuff there. I believe Chicago was on a bye this week, weren't they?
They were, and they play the Dolphins.
That'll be another sack and fumble. That'll be a sack
Ryan
and fumble
Tannehill
right
is
there.
probably already questioning whether or not.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes down with an injury. Late week. Sprained ankle, can't play.
Given how the season's gone with some of these wins and losses, though, you never know. Could end up being the Dolphins blow them out somehow.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
We'll be sitting here eating crow, but
So that's all I got.
That's all I got. I guess that's another week of
the UFT.
UFT, baby.
Ultimate Unspectacular Football Talk.
the
UFT. All right. So we'll see you all here next week.
Probably.
Bye.